Hey, brother.
Hey brother, how's it going? So you may notice there's a timer down below. We're gonna give ourselves 2 hours. We're gonna write a script. I have no idea what we're gonna say.
Yeah.
Then after we finish writing the script, we're going to film the script that we made. So we got 2 hours to do it.
Yeah.
What do you want to do?
I don't
What's the
know.
story?
So we have zero preparation. If we want to go fast,
Yeah.
then I feel like it needs to be probably 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Um, I'm leaning towards sketch comedy and or like something that's like comedic. Is there a way that
Okay.
we'd be able to do like a 5 minute drama? I feel like you need more time for a drama. Probably comedy, right?
It could either be like a comedy, or it could be like a 5 minute little like horror sketch.
Okay.
You know?
All right. And we could, yeah.
Yeah.
What would we use though? We'd need something to be scary,
Yeah.
and we don't have many resources. We only have like basically what's on us right now.
Yeah, what's on us, what's in the room.
Yeah.
I don't know. There is a Darth Vader cutout behind us and a Luke Skywalker.
Okay.
There's a Mike Tyson from Mike Tyson's Punch Out. I don't know if we can use any of that stuff though.
I don't know if it's scary enough.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. So we're still at the fade in.
Yes.
What would we do if it was sketch comedy? Do you have ideas?
It's sketch comedy, and there's just us two, right?
Yeah.
So it would have to be some kind of combat, or battle of wits,
Yeah.
or like us playing a game, or us making a bet, or us, like at odds with each other for some reason.
Yeah. We do have board games in this room.
We have board games, and
Yeah.
we could just like play it deadly serious.
Yeah.
Like whatever it is that we're doing is super silly, but we're playing it like deadly serious, as if the fate of the world is at stake.
Yes, we could do that. We do have some old school video game stuff here.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I'm trying. Here. I mean, yeah. I think we could do a serious monologue where we're both waiting to enter a hot dog eating competition, and we're in the waiting room, and then we're talking about our different like techniques that we use.
Okay.
For like something to this degree. So it's kind of like it's just a 5 minute sketch.
Yeah.
That's about two guys trying to, just whatever, shooting the breeze.
Yeah.
While they're waiting for the thing to happen.
Yeah. I don't know about hot dog eating contests, but
yeah.
I think yeah, okay. So it's like two guys kind of.
We could be bull riders.
Okay.
Right.
Could be like applying for the same job, or like auditioning for the same part.
Yeah.
Could be something like that.
And then like I've got I think this is a Shazam shirt, right? Is it the Flash or is it Shazam?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
They both have lightning bolts. That's not fair.
And then you've got a Naruto shirt on.
I've got a Naruto shirt,
yeah. So we could be applying for like an anime artist position.
Something, okay, yeah. Like a comic book artist?
Yeah. We could be applying as a comic book artist.
Yeah.
Or maybe
I kind of like that.
Yeah. That's not bad.
That's
right?
not bad. Yeah. So we both are kind of like applying for the same job.
Yes.
There's a writer who's looking for an artist.
Yeah.
And we kind of maybe start out combative and then kind of become a little bit more like,
or we could start out cordial and then get a little bit more combative.
Okay, that's more. Yeah, that's funnier.
Yeah.
Okay. So
we got the fade in here.
Fade in.
Enter.
Why did fade in? No. See. I don't know the hotkey.
Just to click on the thing out of action.
I can't see.
Action. That's it. I've got no eyeballs. He's got no eyeballs.
I don't have glasses.
Yeah. So two guys sit. Yeah. Two really good looking guys sit. Waiting. That's kind of all. That's all you need to put. I mean, you could put like they're waiting for like a job interview, and then Are we timid, or is one of us timid and the other one's confident?
I think that probably, yeah, you do need juxtaposition in comedy. I think that it's important. I think that you should start as the timid man because you're going to be able to ramp it up more.
Okay.
And I'm going to be pulling it back more.
Yeah, okay.
So, the larger of the two.
The buffer? Is that what we're going to want? The more muscular?
Timid,
the more manly.
Kind of a loser. Smaller. Confident. A total winner. All right.
I think you really captured us there. I'm glad I gave you the keyboard. Yeah.
But this is how we need to start because I need to end up kind of a loser.
Then we flip it. We flip it. Okay. So now we go into basically what, dialogue?
Yeah. Okay.
So now you're basically like what are you in for, right? Like, what are you applying for? But you could be like what are you in for? Like it's a prison thing.
Yeah. So at this point, we're not revealing what it is that we're waiting for.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right. What are you in for? That's not bad.
What are you in for? Then I say bank robber because that's the name of the comic.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Your enter is in a really weird spot.
Yeah, I know. Don't you hate that?
I mean, I end up hitting the slash
because it's like it's like the horse move in Bank robber. I wouldn't even put the U in there.
Well, then what initiates my response?
Now you're responding to what I said.
Right, and so then I'm lying.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
Be like, oh, you think?
Then I'd be like, oh, I'm
You don't seem like a bank robber kind of guy to me.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're that guy.
The backslash. Every time.
Yeah.
Every time I hit it. Okay.
And now I can look at you.
Yeah.
So you're looking ahead. You're not even looking at me. You know.
All right. Is this parenthetical or are you gonna do action?
This is action.
You try and avoid.
This is action.
Parentheticals. Inquisitive. Probably.
Yeah, I think inquisitive works.
Yeah.
But then I could always play it like annoyed as well or whatever.
I could always leave that blank and then you could make a decision as an actor.
And then you're kind of, smug, I guess.
Yeah.
Because you're intentionally doing it. Yeah, nice. Yeah, very nice. Very nice.
Okay.
Oh.
This comes after.
What depends you want to think?
I could ask, like, what about you? And I'd be like, what do you think? Because I'm still egging you on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, baby. The keyboard feels a little weird in my hands. I'm used to my keyboard.
Yeah, I know. Right. It's a weird keyboard.
Oh, man.
Okay. Yeah.
Not a bank robber. I mean, a lot of this is going to be performance. Like, it might feel like it's rambling, but if it's rambling, we can cut it back. We can cut it back. But I feel like this is like the reveal. Like I gotta say something here that sounds ridiculous.
I would have picked it for a bank robber. What about that's an okay guess? That's an okay guess.
That's better.
Yes.
Not a bank robber.
Not a bank robber.
Oh man.
Then you can say, I'm working on something new.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, if we want to have the reveal here, I could say, I thought Bank Robber was the only new comic they were working on. And then you can go, then I guess I'm a bank robber. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I almost want to like, okay, so if you're going to be gaining confidence and I'm going to be losing it, I need to give myself up at some point. So I maybe like, if I say something like Vault Cracker, then it's just like another way of saying bank robber. You know?
Oh, what I mean? Yeah, that's not bad.
And I say like, oh, I'm working on something new. It's called like Vault Cracker. And you'd be like, you mean a bank robber?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Is Vault Cracker good? There's got to be something better out there. I don't know.
What's another word for bank? And another word for robber? It's called Credit Union Bandits.
It's called Credit Union Bandits. I think I'm so clever.
Yeah. You mean a bank robber? Yeah, that's not bad. Okay. Yeah.
Well, all right.
Oh, I'm leaning in now.
Take some control.
Yeah.
You're gaining some confidence. Yeah, you're not as big of a loser as you were 30 seconds ago.
Yeah. And now I gotta say something like, you ever heard of, Guardians of the Galaxy? You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
And it's like, you worked on and then you gotta be like, you worked on Guardians of the Galaxy,
Right, but it's not Guardians of the Galaxy.
It's
like a fictional.
Okay. You want to go fictional?
It's got it. Yeah. It's gotta be fictional.
Okay. You ever heard of Spanky Doodle Dandy? And you got to play it so straight because you're like, oh my god,
yeah,
that's the holy grail,
Yeah.
I can't wait to say it and see your face when you're trying to act like Spanky Doodle Dandy. Are you really putting it in there? Okay, yeah. You ever heard of Spanky Doodle Dandy?
That's so stupid,
right?
So stupid.
And you got to play it so cool.
Stupid.
Yeah, we got to play it straight though.
Yeah. I mean, I almost want it to be a dumber name then.
Dumber than that?
Dumber than Spanky Doodle Dandy. It's got to be dumber than Spanky.
Spanky Doodoo Dandy?
That is dumber. Yeah. Oh gosh. All right, we're gonna come back to it.
Yeah.
I don't even know what I. Dead serious.
Yeah, dead serious.
You worked on Spanky. I'm not calling it by the whole thing.
Okay,
I'm
that's
calling
fine.
it by its like.
Yeah.
Here, okay, so here's the thing, Spanky Doodle Dandy. Are you making this up to try and catch me in a trap, or is it an actual thing?
No, it's an actual thing.
It's an actual thing.
Yeah, that's like legit cool.
Okay.
You worked on the spank.
You worked on
the spank.
You worked on the spank.
Yeah.
You worked on the spank. Okay.
Yeah.
Then
I gotta say something that now is even cooler.
Even cooler than Spanky? I don't know,
Which is, I did before it was bought out.
man.
Like, I didn't even sell out with it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, I see. Um. Okay.
And then you got to be like, oh my god, issue 34. I'm like,
what about I did before the revamp? So it's like you were the first artist.
Oh yeah.
You were Steve Ditko.
Yeah, but let's have you say it though.
What?
So I gotta be like, maybe I don't.
If you say like
you worked on the spank,
yeah,
and then I'm like, like yeah, I just make a notion, and then you're like, before or after the revamp.
Okay.
Because now you're like, wait a second, it wasn't as good after the revamp. Like you're gonna catch me.
Yeah.
And then I come back.
Is this a backburn? Is this a maybe? Is this a backburn? What did I say? Oh man.
What, are we doing a backburn here?
Because I say, what do you think? Okay, so you want to do a backburn? What do you think?
Yeah, let's
you
do
worked
it.
on a spank?
What do you think?
What do you think?
And then you're asking now, before
or after, because it's assumed.
Yeah, before or after the revamp.
Before or after do we do revamp or rebrand? Revamp.
I think revamp.
Revamp.
I think that's good. Revamp. And you're like you're thinking like this is gonna be after the revamp when it sucked,
right?
Not the original. You know?
Yeah.
Like you got me.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. All right. Well, you got to say something that's an implication. So it's like something like I don't know, or like refer to like your age. Like, how old do I look to you?
Yeah.
And so I'm like doing the math in my head.
Yeah.
It's like you were before the revamp.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah?
Yeah, okay.
Oh boy. How old do I look? Don't pause. Anthopants. Don't pause. I mean, do you have a name? Do you have a name here?
Oh my gosh, really? Are we gonna do that?
Do you have a name? So far, I'm just calling us Antho and Peter. Do we have character names?
Ted McGillicuddy?
Mr. McGillicuddy?
Yeah.
Call me Ted.
Well, Ted, you gotta go with Ted, though, because my name's not gonna be Mr. McGillicuddy on the comic book title. You know, like...
It's gonna be Ted McGillicuddy.
Yeah, but I'm saying no one thinks of Brad Pitt and goes, Mr. Pitt. They always call him Brad Pitt. Like... It should be, you shouldn't call him Mr. McGillicuddy, you should call him Ted McGillicuddy, because that's how you're seeing it on the cover of the comic.
I suppose. Okay.
You know what I mean?
I feel like it's gonna be an awkward delivery.
You could ask, are you Ted McGillicuddy?
Ted, that's better. That's less awkward.
You're not, or how about this? You're not Ted McGillicuddy, are you?
That's better. You're not Ted McGillicuddy.
Yeah. Then, but I am Ted McGillicuddy.
You are Ted McGillicuddy.
Yeah.
You aren't Ted McGillicuddy.
Yeah. We're on page 2. We have 3.5 more pages to go. We got
3, yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And the clock is ticking.
What do we get ourselves into here?
I know.
Spanky doodle dandy.
Do we cut at some point? We'll then come back, you know?
That might be the way to go.
Yeah.
If we talk about our process, then it would make sense. It gives us something to cut away too.
Yeah. So right here now we could cut if we wanted to, or then just come back to us like now being more cordial to each other.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So it's the same location.
Yeah.
So we could just do like a cut to.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't know if we even need scene heading here.
No, because that would take time. And we understand what we're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you Peter? Am I Antho still?
No, I guess not. I mean, are we going to change it? We should change it.
What's your name?
Michael Acuddy.
What? What am I missing with that?
McGillicuddy.
Oh.
What? How did you miss
Mick. Mick Gillicuddy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mickey Licuddy.
Yeah.
Mickey,
that's pretty good. That's not bad. So what are we? Are we animators? Are we writers? Are we...
I think we're animators.
Animators? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do we have to say about that? So I think we get into...
Just how bank robbers a far cry from Spanky.
Yeah, we can talk about that. No, what we should talk about is how we're going to animate, how we're going to draw Spanky. Bank robber.
Bank robber. Okay.
Yeah, how we're gonna what's the style that someone's gonna go for,
Okay.
So
am I enamored now? So I'm kind of asking, what's your,
Yeah.
Or are you more like the mentor and you're asking me can I see your sketches? Or
Yeah.
No, I can show you some stuff. You'd be you're not going to draw the bank robber like that, are you?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know a whole lot about drawing. What would we say to each other? You can keep it Antho, I guess, since you have it Antho everywhere else.
Yeah.
And then we just know who Ted is.
We know who Ted and Mickey are.
Yeah. Okay, so...
Yeah, you're already looking at my stuff.
Yeah.
This is the only time in the script that it's going to say Ted and Mickey. Okay.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Why?
Well, I mean, do I still have any gravitas, or am I just hanging on your every word?
Yeah. Trying to think of how, because we're both doing the job interview,
Yeah. Yeah. So are you sabotaging me?
What if, how does this end? Does it end with me leaving the interview before it even happens? You know what I mean?
If it does, then I think that what you need to do is address that. Since Spanky, what you've been waiting for is inspiration for your own idea.
Yeah.
And it hasn't come yet, which is why you're applying for bank robber. You need a job in the meantime because you haven't found that idea yet.
Yeah.
So our conversation sparks an inspiration for you, and that's why you leave.
What if we could do that? Yes. What if we go this route? What if we go the route of now we're going to talk about the vision we have for it?
Okay.
And I like your vision for it.
Oh, okay.
And so I'm like,
so you're like conceding ground.
So I concede. So now it once again flips again.
Yeah.
Or now it's like, oh, this is the guy that did the big comic book that everyone likes.
Yeah.
Spanky, you know?
Yeah.
And now it flips back to, but he's not the right guy for this thing. Bails out of it.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay.
So now we get into that.
All right.
Yeah.
This is no longer a comedy. I mean, it's comedic.
Yeah.
But like,
it's you know,
it's heavier than I was expecting.
It's there. It's something there.
There's something there.
Do you like that?
I do like it.
Okay.
I do like it. Okay.
And then now we can get into the philosophy of it, you know?
Yeah.
And you can be like, I was thinking, you know, a mix of like what you're seeing.
Yeah.
And sort of, and maybe like High Rider. That noir feel that High Rider has, you know?
High Rider.
It's just another
comic. Oh, yeah, it's another. Okay. I was like, what are you talking about?
I know, because we're trying not to use like actual, you know?
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, if we want to get into the like philosophy of it, then shoot, I don't know. Well, some of what we're saying needs to be a little more grounded.
Yeah.
Rather than like too many comparisons to like if he like says how he wants it to feel.
Yeah.
Then Antho can then be like High Rider.
Yeah.
And he could be like, yeah.
Okay, yeah. You know? So he's saying, you know, yeah, like a 1920s noir gangster.
Yeah.
Because that sort of paints the image, you know?
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Okay. Well, yeah, I want it to be a mix of what it would look like and how they feel. Sort of neo-noir meets classic expressionism. Okay.
Yeah. So like Dr. Caligari versus like Body Heat, somewhere in the middle. Yeah. That'd be kind of. I mean,
do you want to say it?
Well, no, I mean those are real world examples, but I'm using film as an example because I'm not. Yeah. I'm not as well versed in comic books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you could say that though, right? You could say something like that.
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah. I mean, you could say that. You could say like it has kind of a film influence or like kind of a cinematic influence.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
All right. Okay.
When film was exploding into the culture, yeah, and then we can talk about the. I mean, we're basically Think about like animating it though is so like. Is it also storytelling as well? Because it could be a mix of both, right?
Well, it sort of is. The way that I understand it is that, like, you know, someone like Stan Lee would write the script.
Yeah.
And then it was up to the artist. It was up to, like, Steve Ditko to draw. You know, like, he'd come up with the rest of the story.
Yeah.
So it's like Stan Lee wasn't telling him, like, and this is what Spider-Man does. Like, Steve Ditko is writing what Spider-Man does.
Yeah.
So yeah, along those lines, yeah, the artist is also a storyteller,
Yeah.
but his style is like ultimately what's going to get him the job.
Okay.
What I'm thinking is, uh, I counter and say like, "How are you going to draw the bank robber?"
Yeah.
And then you give your description,
Mhm.
and then I would be like Spanky,
Ah. Yeah.
and you'd be like, "Yeah, like Spanky."
Yeah. That's not bad.
Right.
Yeah. It's a little bit more cartoony, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Surrealism meets caricature.
And that could be kind of a realization
Yeah.
for you.
Yeah.
Um, and like, if you're deep in thought here,
Mhm.
then I could just like ask a question that would almost like change the subject,
Yeah.
and you're still thinking about this. So I could be like, "What's your process? Like,
Yeah.
how do you get past the whatever the writer's block, or like how do you get past the like the rut?"
Yeah.
Um, I mean, I'm not sure exactly how to word it.
Yeah. How do you like? Yeah. Like how do I? Um.
I need to give you a
How do
little time to emote too, so let me ask you a question.
um. What if you instead of let me ask you a question? What if it's like, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
And then you're going into the like.
So I'm still going in with respect.
Yeah. So can I ask you a question? Like I've been having like this problem.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
So I kind of hint at I'm working on something.
Yeah. I've been having this problem with one of my own pieces. It's like now there's like some weird technical drawing thing.
And you need to have the answer for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pieces. How do I get like I've got the design.
Yeah.
You know, I know the characters, but when I get that like caption, it takes me so long to just start drawing. You know?
Yeah.
Like once he starts drawing, he can do it.
Yeah.
But it takes him a long time to get to that point of he's actually like putting it down.
Yeah.
Same way that like when you're writing, it takes so long to get that first word out sometimes.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So I think he can ask that question. And then my character has an answer for it. I do have an answer for it.
Okay. How do I word the question here? It's like, how do you get past that point where you put pen to paper and nothing happens?
Yes.
Okay.
Maybe pencil to paper, you know?
Yeah, that's better. Should I still have that intro? Can I ask you a question? I've been having a problem with one of my own pieces. How do you get past that point where you put pencil to paper and nothing happens?
I guess that makes sense, right?
Okay, yeah, I think so. I think it works.
And then I say, yeah. Okay. I go, real simple. You know? I've got a piece of scratch paper. Like right next to my actual canvas.
Okay.
And when I'm ready, I'm just doodling, drawing circles on the scratch paper.
Okay.
Right? And then that just naturally will transfer over to the actual thing. And I'm drawing my characters.
Eventually, it just naturally.
All of a sudden. You know? Should it start out all of a sudden?
Eventually, it just naturally takes shape.
When I'm ready.
Okay. I think. Let me reread this real quick.
I think it's and when I'm ready's got to go.
I've got a piece of scratch paper right next to my actual canvas. Yeah, you're right. I'm just doodling, drawing circles in scratch paper. Eventually, the pencil stops drawing circles. It takes shape.
I mean, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Because I can be like miming it, you know?
Yeah. And that's not too far off. Because
I was just guessing.
Well, no, I mean, like, not even just for drawing, just art in general. We started this with zero idea of what we were going to do.
Yeah.
Sometimes it just takes shape.
Yeah.
It started as a comedy.
And now it shaped itself into something else.
It turned into something else. This happens a lot when you're writing, by the way. Yeah. So the story takes you in a direction you weren't expecting it to go. I am maybe skeptical.
Yeah.
It just takes shape all by itself. Oh my gosh.
You can do it.
No. Still you. But you aren't in your way anymore.
Ah, yeah. Yeah.
I think that works.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you now understand it and you say something? Or do we, you know?
I think maybe
The next thing you should ask.
Yeah, okay. What?
Is, so how are you going to do bank robbers? You should ask it again.
Okay.
Because now at this point,
you're not going to do bank robbers.
You can tell I don't want to do it like Spanky.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like I'm kind of like, you know?
Yeah.
So you should ask the same thing again.
Okay. On pause. Mm-hmm. Gives me time to be contemplative.
Yes.
So. Spanky. How are you going to do Spanky? How are you going to do bank robber? And how, Ted, are you going to do bank robber?
I think.
You're like, I still don't know.
Yeah, I think maybe that is the answer, though.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
You know.
That might be the right answer for the character.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I like what you're going to do with him.
Yeah, I like that. And then we need to cut again.
We need to cut again. Okay, yeah. Oh my gosh, I can't see very well. There we go.
Action. Now we're bickering about something, you know. It's just now this just goes into a silly bicker, you know.
Yeah.
Are we bickering about something that exists? You know, maybe we're talking
Yeah.
about Batman versus Superman or something like that.
And
we're going
if
into
we're talking about something that exists, then we have to know about it.
Yeah.
So we might have to talk about something that doesn't exist and base it off of something that we know about.
Well, if we're talking about something that exists, and we can know, yeah, but we can know about something like Batman versus Superman because it's, you know, a movie.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Right?
I suppose.
I don't know. You think it's a bad idea or a good idea?
Huh? I don't know. I think that we could. Well, I think okay. So before we get into it, we're bickering now. What is our dynamic at this point?
Equals.
Equals. All right. Do I still feel like you're going for bank robber?
I think.
Like I don't realize that what you said there means that you're probably not going to even.
Yeah, I don't think you know yet.
Okay.
What I'm going to go for. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So then it would need to be a what they should have done kind of argument.
Yeah. Okay.
And do we both feel like what we should have done or what they should have done and we both want to change it, or is one of us a purist about it and it's like, no, it's great, and the other one's like, no, this is what they should have done, and then the other one would have to agree. It would have to eventually come to an agreement. Like, you know what, you're right.
Yeah. It could be like that. Yeah.
Right. But then it would need to be you again that's right about it, and then I would need to come around.
Yeah. Gosh, I don't know.
At this point, you're leaving the job.
Yeah.
So it's like we don't want to beat you down before you leave the job. Like you want to leave kind of the hero.
Yeah.
Where it's like, this is the next guy, and like he's doing bank robbery, he's gonna do a good job with it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go off and do my own thing. Like maybe I need to refine my vision somewhere.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So let's talk about the Flash then.
The Flash?
Yeah. The Flash movie. Have you seen it?
No.
You haven't seen the Flash movie?
No. I'm not a huge DC fan.
Yeah. We gotta pick a movie that we've seen then. Something that we've seen.
Okay. Just want to do the Spider-Man No Way Home. I'm sure that you're gonna be able to come up with a reason for why.
Reason for why what?
For why it wasn't good, or for why it needs to be changed.
Oh,
what they should have done.
Spider-Man No Way Home.
A what they should have done.
Yeah, in Spider-Man. Gosh, this is a tough one.
Yeah,
I'm actually having difficulty.
We're having a more difficult time picking a movie than we are just writing something that, like,
no.
If we just made something up.
If we made something up, it would have just gone smoother.
If we just make something up, then we can just kind of like get into philosophy as a general topic rather than the philosophy of something that exists.
Yeah. Okay. We could be talking about
High Rider?
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
All right.
They never should have killed Dano.
Okay. I think you got to be making that case.
Okay.
This is where art imitates life.
Mm.
You're wrong. Dano's death was iconic.
And then I gotta be like, right, but
Right, but yes.
You know. What, like, how many issues of High Rider? You know,
Yeah.
how many issues of High Rider did you read after Dano's death?
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
You know,
High Rider.
yeah. Gosh, it's such a cool comic. and then you're gonna be like, because you don't want to say,
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna guess.
Yeah.
So you're gonna kind of like, you know, like you're not really saying anything.
That's it.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. You say, I'm gonna guess.
Yeah,
I'm gonna guess.
I'm gonna guess 1. Right, because the first one you read after his death, because you're reading it after his death to see what it is,
Yeah.
and it sucks now without him.
Yeah.
Which means you don't read the next one.
So you
1.
say 1.
That's it. Yeah.
I smirk because you're right.
Yeah.
And then you continue.
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you how I knew. Because that's how many I read.
Yeah. Yeah.
Trying to get through an issue with no Dano.
Yeah.
It ruined the series.
Trying to get through an issue with no Dano was a no bueno. No, not good.
No bueno. Yeah, well, I mean, I wrote it like you stop your thought and continue and start a new one. But like, we could change that if you want.
You could still defend yourself though, and be like, "But it was great the way they did it." And I'd be like, "Yeah, agreed."
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I'll go agreed. You know.
Agreed,
but
at what cost?
Yeah, agreed, but it cost the entire series.
Yeah. It cost, oh man. An infinite number of possible iconic scenes to come. Is that a little too poetic for for the character? Is that a little too poetical? Agreed, but it costs an infinite number of possible iconic scenes to come.
I don't know, maybe it is too poetic. You know?
Yeah. I mean, it's poetic. It's a little poetic for an artist, but it's also like you're kind of the sage in the conversation.
So. Yeah, agreed, but I think it needs to be worded a little bit differently.
Okay.
Agreed.
Let's scrap it.
But it's... Agreed.
But it wasn't worth the death of the series.
Yeah, that's I like that.
That's a little poetical too, but not as wordy.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Okay. Oh gosh. Writing this is actually taking us a little bit longer than I thought it would.
Yeah. Well, yeah. It's not easy writing short.
Yeah.
But we also gave ourselves a page limit. We said 5.
Yeah.
That was probably a mistake because we could have ended this as a 4-page script and it been done.
Yeah.
But we cut twice. Now we're coming up with basically 3 stories where it should, could have been 2. Oh man. Okay.
Yeah. Huh. Hmm. I think we stop it on the damn you're right. And we move on to the next thing. And now we just move into the end of this thing.
Okay.
Right?
All right.
You agree? Or did you have somewhere to go with this?
Okay. Well, my feeling was that, okay, so we need to give Antho some kind of resolution.
Yeah.
Is his resolution that he is satisfied in that he gave some parting words of wisdom to the next generation of artists? Yeah. Or is it that he's found his inspiration and he's going to go out and do his own thing?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like, how would you have fixed it? Is like, this is what Antho would have done.
Yeah.
And that allows for Peter to be like, you should do it.
Yeah.
Or maybe like, I'd like to see that. You know? Like,
yeah.
Rather than like,
yeah.
Because that's not really my character. My character would be more like, man, like, I'd love to actually see that come to life.
Yeah.
So yeah, I kind of put it like this because I thought it would give us an off-ramp. I mean, I have, because this is a fake comic book, the solution can be really simple. All he has to do is say, keep Dano alive, kill Dano's girlfriend.
Ah.
And then Dano, like, goes after them.
Yeah.
And okay, I got a little bug here.
Okay, go ahead. Keep Dano alive. Kill off his girlfriend, Claudia. Then Dano.
And Dano goes after them.
Yeah.
But Dano doesn't kill.
Ah.
He would if they killed his girlfriend.
Yeah.
And I would have explored what that does to Dano.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And then Antho is contemplative.
Yes. Yes.
Antho is contemplative.
You can actually put that in there in the
and just an action.
Yeah. Like this, first time I've been thinking about that, because now I haven't thought about it before.
Yeah.
It's almost like you pulled that idea out of me.
Right.
By asking the question,
Yeah. An idea sparks.
Yeah.
And Anthos. Nice.
Yeah.
And then it's all up to your performance.
Okay.
Okay. So then, is there an off-camera voice just saying, like, who's next?
Yeah.
And then I, like, point to you and you go, like, Mickey's next. And then you stand up and leave.
Yeah. So the off camera voice should say, "Hey, Ted McGillicuddy,
Yeah.
Ted McGillicuddy, they're ready for you."
Oh my gosh. But then what's his response?
Oh, okay. So instead of calling it High Rider, maybe we can call it the High Road. And then I can say, well, I'll be like, and then I can go to Mickey and go,
Wait, do we ever call it High Rider?
I think we call it High Rider.
Okay.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But we can call it High Road,
Yeah.
And then I can say to Mickey, maybe they call Mickey in first. Like, Mickey, you're up, they're ready for you.
Mm.
And I'm like, all right. I'm like, good luck, Mickey, I'm going to hit the high road.
Okay.
And then Mickey goes towards the interview, and I go,
Yeah.
Oh, maybe they don't say anything to us.
Well, no, yeah. Well, if there's a voice off screen, then without it being forced, we need to say something that allows for us to say goodbye to each other.
Yeah.
Whether it's an obvious goodbye or not, doesn't really matter. But that's why I was saying that the voice says who's next, because then that allows Ted to say Mickey's next.
Yeah.
But it could be something like that. It doesn't have to be that exactly.
Yeah.
But what if there's even an off-screen voice?
Yeah.
It's just one of us.
Yeah. Yeah. Who's next? Mickey's next. I'm gonna hit the high road.
You stand up. Do I stop you? Do I say something? Oh wow. I can be weren't. I can say weren't you next? And you can be like, no, it's your turn.
Ah, yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah. We do get rid of that awesome high road line.
You don't like the high road line?
I think it could be good.
No, I think that's your turn.
What's that? Is that their goodbye? Or do you actually say something after that, I'm onto something else?
I'm gonna hit the high road.
What do you think?
What if instead of who's next, it says, they say Ted McGillicuddy, and then I say to them nah, Mickey's next.
Okay, so they actually call you by name.
Yeah.
But then I'm saying, weren't you next?
And then we'll change that.
Change
too.
what I say. Ted McGillicuddy.
It's the coolest name. Almost as cool as High Road.
Hell out of here with that.
Nah, I could just be like, nah,
Mickey's next.
Nah, Mickey's next. And then you can be where are you going?
Yeah. Okay.
Where are you going, or what are you doing? Which one's better?
I think, what are you doing?
stop and look back, and I go, I'm gonna hit the high road. No. What are you doing?
That also like suggests that you're writing fan fiction if we say that.
Yeah.
So like, yeah.
Nah, Mickey's next. Okay, so now Mickey's next, and then you go, what are you doing? And I go, it's your turn.
It's your turn. Yeah.
And that's it. I don't have to say no.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
That's it. And Antho walks off
into the sunset. He doesn't care about ceremony.
Sunset.
It's all about the fight.
Ever the loser, he always was.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
Fade black?
Yeah.
Did we do it?
I think that's it. Yeah.
We may have actually done it here.
Good.
Okay.
Let's get to filming.
Oh my gosh.